Hey you guys, welcome to today's video. So we're doing something a little different today. For those who don't know, I struggle greatly with depression, and my depression kind of comes in waves, unexpected, usually at the absolute worst times. And so I just put together a little skit of what it feels like lately living with depression. So let's get into it. Oh my god, I'm so excited for tomorrow. Okay, we are going to
sort my office, place new fixtures, and do cycles, list, do this side, shit.
That should do it. Yeah, can you help me move a few things out of my office? I'm gonna pull them into the living room because tomorrow I'm gonna rearrange everything. Okay, so I will start going through this tomorrow. Who let you in? I heard you missed me. What? I didn't miss you. I can't stand being around you. Okay, fine. You just look too happy. Okay, so whatever you have planned for today, it's not happening. You're with me. Ugh. Not again. You know what? I'm not doing this today with you. No. I'm gonna get dressed, I'm gonna get ready, and we're gonna have a good day. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna need backup over here today. Yeah, let's fog and frazzle her brain. Let's deplete all her energy and just make her insanely irritable. Yeah. And then I'll come back through with just verbally abusive back and forth banter all day. Okay, cool. Okay, makeup's done. I feel a little better. It's kind of dark, don't you think? Isn't that the vibe? It's not a good look for you. Sorry. Ooh, you know what sounds good? We should order pizza for dinner tonight. Ooh, best part? You wouldn't have to cook. Oh, that does sound good. Okay, so I'm here because basically I want to get a divorce and she won't move out. Have you used anything since our last session? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. I think I know what's going on here. Okay, first off, I didn't say that much, so what are you writing anyway? Can I take a look at that? Let me see your notes. Oh no. I'm sorry, that's against policy. What if I don't make it? Realistically, I can handle it. Just tell me, what are my odds? What are my odds that I can beat addiction, alcoholism, depression, anxiety, bulimia? What are my chances? When does it get better? Nobody cares about your problems. She's only pretending to care because you're paying her. You know, I'm not wrong. Yeah, you're probably right. I'm not wrong. This isn't working. It looks like we're out of time for this week. Why don't I schedule to see you back next week? You know what? I know how to get rid of you. You wouldn't. Just gonna do it. I'm gonna go home. You wouldn't. We're gonna work out. You can't. No! So I just want to really briefly say I could dedicate a whole entire series to depression. Depression is something I struggle with a lot in my recovery. And I just want to say about it is when I was first dealing with depression, I was in my active addiction, and my depression I just completely caved into it, and I would hole myself up in my bedroom or wherever I was living at the time. It was usually times that it was the worst was when I was living completely alone. I would have all blacked out curtains. I wouldn't have any light coming in my room. I would only get up to go to the bathroom, maybe to get something to eat. Usually wasn't too hungry, and I would just sleep for days on end. Sometimes up to 3 days I would sleep until I just felt better. I would call in to work if I had that's even if I had a job at the time. And I just kind of like rode out the wave of depression by just completely giving into it, sleeping it off, but now, and I've been sober over 6 years, so things are looking a little different. The depression comes, but I kind of joke about therapy a lot, but therapy did help me a lot. Although at times it just kind of irked me. I felt like they weren't listening to me and they didn't care. And a lot of that was like my own stuff too. But what I learned in therapy and through research, was there's things that I can do to kind of offset just how deep my depression gets and how dark it gets and how overwhelming it gets. And I fight back. I fight back my depression today. I don't always win. Like the other day, I didn't get anything organized that I was supposed to do. All of my productivity for work kind of went down the toilet. But after about half the day of feeling frustrated, frazzled, just not like myself, I kind of just dedicated the remainder of the day to taking care of myself, doing things I knew that would kind of boost me out of it. So for me personally, that is making a dedicated effort to not eat any processed foods, to eat clean, to eat whole foods. That has been proven to help my depression so much because, especially because it's like in that moment it's like, oh, just grab something delicious, grab a dessert, go get a donut. But I fight those urges because then I know myself, and then when I'm already feeling down and I eat something like that, it depletes my energy. I feel worse when I have a treat or a dessert. I like to have it at a time when I'm already feeling really well, so it doesn't affect me. When I'm depressed, I'm just saying like eating junk makes me feel worse, and I know that about myself. So eating clean is one of the main things I do to help it not really dip into a dark place. And the other thing I do, and I basically have to drag myself to do it when I'm feeling depressed, is I just force myself to do some sort of physical activity, whether it's going for a 15-minute walk outside and that's all I can get myself to do, or I do like yesterday, I did a 30-minute pop sugar workout on YouTube, which I love their workouts because I feel like I'm not working out alone and they don't try to sell me on anything, and I appreciate that. And they are challenging. So, yeah, I just wanted to pop in and say that on social media, like on Instagram and even on TikTok, I will just disappear when I'm feeling depressed. I'll just kind of go MIA. And one of the reasons for that, which I don't know if I'll eventually work on that, but social media, though, those two social medias, not so much TikTok. TikTok just takes a lot of effort, and sometimes I don't feel up for it. And also, like when I'm feeling depressed, TikTok has a lot of happy, uplifting type people on there, and that's great when you're feeling great. But when you're feeling depressed, it can kind of feel like everybody's happy but me. Like, what's wrong with me? And on Instagram, it seems like all the overly filtered fake posts just kind of get to me more really bad when I'm feeling depressed, and they just get to me when I'm feeling that way. And so for me personally, taking a step back from social media when I feel depressed is also something I do, and that just works for me. I know it doesn't work for like building a following, which isn't really my primary focus on there. My primary focus is just to hang out and kind of get to know other people better, kind of like a place just, I don't know, like a casual hangout basically is what it is for me. So I don't put a lot of pressure on, oh, I'm going to lose followers because I don't show up. But with YouTube, I thought, well, I'm in a really good groove of showing up every week. And this week was supposed to be more of like a fun, upbeat, like haul video, but I think I'm just gonna do that on another week when I'm feeling a little bit more fun and upbeat and don't want to force it. So I just made this because I was feeling depressed, and I was feeling a lot more depressed yesterday. Felt a lot less depressed when I woke up today. And so I just decided to put this together for you guys. So yeah, if you go through waves of depression too, you are definitely not alone. I don't think it's an abnormal thing at all. I think a lot of people go through it. I just don't think as many people talk about it that go through it. I don't think it's something a lot of people feel comfortable to talk about. Or in my case, a lot of times I'll have that voice in my head saying, like, nobody cares. Like, don't tell people your problems. It's just going to make them feel worse. They don't care anyway, that sort of thing. And I feel like that's kind of where depression can take you, is thinking like, well, no, it's no fun to be around a depressed person, first of all. And so then you kind of feel like you're spreading your misery by telling people about it. That's what I go through anyway in my head. But I wanted to at least make one video expressing kind of like what it felt like. And hopefully this video made sense to somebody out there. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a really relaxing weekend, and I will see you next time.